House of Dragon, illuminating the subverted expectations of a fantasy royalty. It's been a year since House of the Dragon hit our screens, but its impact on the fantasy genre still resonates strongly. The show's exploration of the Targaryen dynasty serves as a masterful subversion of traditional fantasy expectations. On the surface, House of the Dragon appears to be a predictable retelling of Westerosi lore, but scratch beneath the surface, and you'll find a narrative that expertly manipulates tropes to add depth and complexity to the story. The show doesn't shy away from confronting the flaws and vices of even the most charismatic characters, leaving viewers to question their allegiances and sympathies. Take, for instance, the character of Daemon Targaryen, often perceived as the show's primary antagonist. However, as the series progresses, we are presented with a nuanced portrayal of a complex and multidimensional individual whose deeds are motivated by a twisted sense of loyalty and duty. By blurring the lines between heroism and villainy, the show challenges our preconceived notions of morality and reminds us that individuals are rarely one-dimensional. Another fascinating aspect of House of the Dragon is its exploration of the consequences of unchecked power and the devastating effects it has on relationships within the royal family. The show's depiction of Rhaenyra's marriage to Laenor Velaryon, for instance, highlights the tension between love and duty, as well as the devastating consequences of allowing personal desires to be compromised by the demands of power. Moreover, the show skillfully subverts our expectations of fantasy royalty by rendering them vulnerable and human. The Targaryens are no longer the invincible, unstoppable force we're familiar with from the lore. Instead, they're multidimensional characters struggling with relatable issues like family dynamics, ambition, and personal identity. House of the Dragon serves as a thought-provoking commentary on the human condition, compelling us to re-examine the notion of righteousness and justice within the realm of fantasy. By pushing the boundaries of traditional storytelling, the show invites us to question our allegiances, sympathies, and the very notion of heroism itself. Ultimately, the show's most compelling aspect lies in its ability to ignite debate and discussion about what it means to be a just ruler, a worthy leader, or simply a human being. House of the Dragon reminds us that even in a world of fantasy, the most compelling stories often lie in our darkest, most complex selves. We revisit this compelling narrative to continue unraveling its thought-provoking themes and pay homage to its rich tapestry of complex characters, each navigating a world where personal expectations, regional politics, and familial loyalties often create situations in which there are no easy moral choices to be made. Deliberate decision to shift the narrative from an expectations-driven epic to a more contemporary, domestic exploration serves as a reflective cautionary tale where the stakes of rule and politics are brought ever closer to an epically intimate perspective. Question still persists: where do our allegiances lie? The House of Dragon stands as a masterpiece of thought-provoking storytelling that deliberately challenges our perceptions and reflects on the value of exploring what it means to be human in the ever-changing world of Westeros. By subverting expectations and offering a refreshing departure from the traditional narrative patterns, House of the Dragon gives way to an in-depth exploration of its characters, their motivations, their relatability, and their relationships, ultimately uncovering the intricacies behind some of the most haunting aspects of a monarchical system that still keeps us enthralled.